that's a name that we've seen before. Anticipated litigants on projects. This is not the only one we've ever received a paper dump on, right?
That is correct. We
that's my terminology. Not yours necessarily.
It's a term for sure.
So, would you care to address anything related to those communications we received at the last minute?
Sure, Chairman. The letter received by the Department of Fish and Wildlife identified a variety of issues with respect to the Joshua tree, burrowing owls, the use of our biological impact fees, all of which were identified and discussed in the environmental document that is part of this development application and part of your action this evening. Similarly, the Center for Biological Diversity, we don't necessarily hear from them a whole lot. This is one of the first letters we've received from them in a while. They have taken the lead in listing the Joshua tree as a species to the state. So there is interest from them. However, we have not received any correspondence from them on other development applications. This is one of the first. They also identify the Joshua tree as an item of concern. Ultimately, staff and myself feel that we have discussed the issue at hand. We have appropriately identified mitigation measures. The project and applicant would have to go through a pretty lengthy and rigorous process with the Department of Fish and Wildlife. That is, in fact, a mitigation measure. The conditions of approval will require for adequate mitigation of the Joshua trees. So we're pretty comfortable with the mitigation and the discussions that we have already provided as it relates to these issues that both the Center for Biological Diversity and Fish and Wildlife have raised. That sums up the contents of those two documents.
All right, thank you. And the Caltrans letter, if I read it correctly, indicated that the project's not impacted by VMT, right?
That is correct. There were no issues from Caltrans.
Right. So it's a non-comment comment letter.
That is correct.
Okay. All right. Ms. Pinero, do you wish to comment on anything tonight? There you are. I'm looking all over the screen. There you are right there.
Good evening, Chairman Vose and members of the Planning Commission. Thank you for hearing our project tonight. We're very excited for questions regarding the tentative map you might have as well.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have any do you have any issues with the mitigation measures that the city staff has recommended be approved tonight relative to complying with all the requirements of the California Department of Fish and Wildlife's development standards and studies and analysis and taking ransom and whatever else they decide they want to do to you?
Yes, we've become very familiar with the process, needless to say. And as I indicated to Monique earlier, that we are very aware of the number of Joshua trees on the site. We've got quite a bit of open space on this project, so hopefully some of the trees could be transplanted. And we'll work closely with CDFW to make sure the trees are and the studies that need to be done will be moved forward.
All right, very good, thank you. Members, anyone have any questions or comments they'd like to have? No? Okay. All right then. Should ask the public for comments now, please.
Any members of the public wishing to speak on this item may do so. I don't see anybody wishing to speak on this matter, Chairman Vos.
All right, thank you. All right, then it's appropriate to close the public hearing without objection. Consider a motion on this item.
I move to adopt number 21-19, approving tentative trap map number 61678 with conditional use permit of 20-05 to allow the subdivision of 25 gross acres into 125 single family lots in our zone, and conditional permit for the RPD located at the southeast corner of the K and 57th Street West. And adopting the mitigation negative declaration.
I'll second that.
Is there anything further from anyone? No? All right, then please call the roll.
Chairman Vos,
Yes.
Vice Chair Smith,
Yes.
Commissioner Cook absent, Commissioner Harvey,
Yes.
Commissioner Moore,
Thank you for the invite. Yes.
Commissioner Paris,
Yes.
Commissioner Tufts.
Yes.
Thank you. 6 yes, 1 absent. Motion carries.
Very good, thank you.
Thank you.
Good luck with your project.
Thank
We'd like to see it growing out of the ground sooner than later.
We'd like that too, Chairman Vos. Absolutely.
Find somebody to build. All right, thanks again. All right, let's see. That concludes our items for this evening, other than Ms. De La Cruz announcements.
Yes, thank you. Just a couple of updates. You all may recall I gave a brief overview of the legislation, SB 9 to be exact, that would allow for duplexes and single-family residential zones. The city has until January 1 to put some protections in place before the law takes effect, before the bill takes effect. We are taking forward an urgency ordinance to the city council that would buy us a little time, if you will, to thoroughly review how this would impact the city of Lancaster, as well as develop some objective development standards that would give us some authority over the design and development of these types of developments in the future. The item is tentatively slated to go before the city council at their December meeting. Staff is currently working on that. And in the months after into the new year, staff will be working on developing what those standards look like, and we'll be bringing that item to the Planning Commission for review and comment, and ultimately a recommendation to the council and a formal process. So this is really the only option we have, just given that timing is of the essence right now. So we will put together a quick draft ordinance for the council that may be revised and revisited once we have a little more time to develop that ordinance. But the Planning Commission will in fact have a say. You will have an opportunity to review and provide input into that ordinance. So we have that coming. And this would be, for right now, our last meeting of the year. We don't have any items slated for our December meeting, although it's still the date that we would adjourn to, just in case we get a last minute item. But this is in fact our last real item that we had this evening that we just heard. So we may not have a December meeting. We typically don't the last couple of years, but we're still slated to keep that tradition where everyone gets a little bit of a break in December. So that's all I have this evening.
All right, very good, thank you. Members, any comments, input from anyone?
Yes, I do want to announce that if in fact we do not have a meeting in December, then this will be my last meeting with the Planning Commission. Most of you, I think, know that I am eventually retiring. My official retirement date is actually April 1st, but also relocating to Tennessee. So there's a lot going on right now. And I certainly want to give the mayor and the council the time to find a replacement. So I will be here in December if there's a meeting. And if not, then I will be submitting my official resignation to the mayor in the coming weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, wow, you're shocked, huh, Jim?
You will
Congratulations.
definitely be missed. You'll definitely be missed.
Thank you. Yeah, 43 years in the Antelope Valley. It's going to be different, but
Yeah.
time to go. Time to go.
We started this journey together.
We did. We were the first. We were part of the originals, you and I. Yeah, I think, or should I call it the lone survivors? I don't know, but yeah, it's been a long time and a great experience.
Well, you'll be missed for sure.
I might tune in and spy on you guys if you keep doing Zoom meetings, and I can chime in
Yeah,
with my Southern twang.
You got to start working on that now.
I think I do. Yeah.
we'll make sure you get the call-in number so you can periodically, harass us.
Check in and critique, and I can write letters to the Valley Press if need be.
Right. Yeah.
Happy to do it.
Perfect. Oh, well, we're excited for you. That's for sure. And just make sure it's a safe transition.
Yeah, you know the backstory. Luckily, I've got actually got Commissioner Cook and her husband driving our motorhome to Tennessee for us at the end of the month. So that's going to be quite a trip. There'll be, I'm sure, many adventures along the way.
Well, we look forward to the emails and photo ops.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Well, thank you again for everything you contributed to this city, and it's a generational thing with you and your family, that's for sure. And we're blessed to have had you as a member of our commission, and certainly as a very productive member of this community who you have given selflessly to this community. That's for sure. Thank you, Sandy.
Don't make me cry. You're welcome.
Who's crying? That comes later. All right, you guys. Well, thank you very much. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the new year. I will not be available for a planning commission meeting in December. That's our annual family vacation month. So I wish you all a very pleasant Thanksgiving and a blessed Christmas. If I don't talk to you all, any of you, and be safe.
Thank you. We do have one more. I'm sorry. We have one more item, just public business from the floor.
Oh, we do?
It's really just my part. If there's anybody wishing to speak, the lines are now open for public business from the floor on non-agendized items. Any caller wanting to comment, please press *6, state your name, and wait until you're called upon, or you may also raise your hand.
None.
Yes, there is one, Chairman Bose.
Oh, there is?
There is.
Ah, okay.
Caller by the name Alicia.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yep.
we can hear you.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for your time and your service. I grew up here and I'm a young ish community member, and I am wondering, how do you get involved with the Planning Commission?
Alicia, can you still hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay. If you'd like to reach out, my information is in the agenda. You can feel free to email me and I can provide you with an application. You can submit your interest and you can be on the list for consideration.
Thank you. Is it pretty popular?
I would say so. This is a group that makes decisions for the community on land use matters, development matters. So it is definitely a great commission to serve. There is interest from other members of the community, but again, you can send me your information and we can connect apart from this particular meeting, and we can have we can chat offline if you'd wish.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
You're very welcome.
Thank you for your comments, Alicia. Do we have any other speakers?
There are no more speakers, Chairman Bose.
All right, very good.
No, we're good.
All right, then we do stand adjourned to a special meeting scheduled for December 13, 2021 at 4:30 p.m. It will be via telephonic meeting pursuant to Government Code 54953, subparagraph E. It's my understanding the governor has extended the virtual meeting availability through March of next year. I don't know if the process has changed, but apparently he's extended it recently. So I guess we'll continue to be doing this for a while longer.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you all.
And again, Larissa, just since Chairman Bose won't be available in December, if something does come up, I am available during that month. So
Okay.
just let me know.
Thank you, will do. And I didn't get a chance to say, Sandy, but on behalf of the staff, we have had a wonderful time working with you, and you have been an excellent supporter and leader to us when Chairman Bose has not been here, and we've had an all-girls party.
Oh yeah, the girls. Well, we know the girls.
We won't talk about those meetings, but
Yeah.
you have seamlessly stepped in, and you're an amazing leader, and we thank you for all of your support.
Thank you, Larissa.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. Have a good evening.
All right.
Happy holidays. Take care, Sandy.
Recording stopped.